Hello and a very good evening to all of you. Today, this is my first YouTube live. Previously, I was coming in YouTube, Facebook live, and now I wanted to cater to my YouTube audience, and this is why I came into YouTube. So very warm good evening, and this is a sudden YouTube live. I wanted to share with you all guys because just now we have got an update regarding SGB. I'll be going to talk about on this topic. What is exactly SGB is? So, and this is was just now recently released on August 5th by government. So that is why I wanted to talk about that so that you can get an idea what exactly is SGB. So without further delay, we can just go ahead. Okay. So what exactly is SGB? Any idea? You all have any idea about what is SGB? Okay, that is it's called as souvenir gold bond. Okay, so this is very interesting topic, souvenir gold bond, and we can it has been for over some time, but lack of awareness, I can say, it was not reaching that much of kind of people, or maybe lack of knowledge also. Because of that, the people are not able to understand what exactly this instrument is and how effective is this instrument compared to the old traditional physical gold. Investor market have evolved over the decades, and dozens of new instruments have been introduced. But the gold always remain a preferred choice for Indians, including myself and my family also. Yeah. So if you see, right from the gold prices from 90s, 80s, we can say, and to now average 2020, it has always risen. Yeah, previously it was there, some bit is there, but always it's a shiny price which we always get. Okay, so some of the points which makes gold attractive. I will go to the basic and then we will dive into the topic of SGP. Okay, so what makes gold attractive? It's a traditional income of wealth. Yeah, it's easy to understand, simple. You just go over the counter and just buy the gold, and that's all. Stable returns. Previously, over the years, like I said, from 1980s to 2020, it has been giving you stable return. Can be invested in a small amount, like you can get it in 10 grams, 1 gram, 2 grams, and then it like a compounding effort. You keep on adding golds and adding the grams of the gold until you make it a big gold. The major important point which I wanted to tell about why is gold more attractive is the financial edge against the economic market. This is very important because financial edge now, this current situation, okay, we can say now the gold jewelry is gone. We can't sell the gold now. It is lying in our lockers, in our home, in our bank, and is not serving any purpose, not giving any interest. That's okay, but this is with respect to the physical gold. Now when you know about SGB, souvenir gold bonds, then you will not in future will not invest in physical gold. Is that what I try to make you understand about that? Yeah. So what are the investors' expectations? So what are your expectations? The first thing is safety, right? I also cater for that. Second is the stable returns. Yeah. Third is the liquidity. Fourth is the tax efficiency, and fifth is the guarantee. So this is the expectation of an investor from the particular kind of we can say any investment tool. Yeah, we always look at this only. Where first we look at the safety, then we look at the stable returns, then we look at the tax efficiency, because how much tax is there, which all important is that is also very important, right? And that's very important thing because tax efficiency plays a very important role. Now, what is a souvenir gold bond? See, these are the gold bonds which are RBI mandated certificates issued against gold. Now, RBI issues SGB in multiple tranches every 2 to 3 months throughout the year. Now, this is the latest issue which has been done by RBI, and this is very important, a very important thing. And you can always believe on this because this is exactly what we want and how we can do it, and every we can do it. Yeah. So some of the points why what is exactly souvenir gold bond, or in short form, what is SGB? So it is issued by RBI on behalf of the government of India. And this is a very first point and very important point, because it's issued by RBI, not by any private investors or private equity firm or any other chota mota jewelers. It is issued by RBI on the behalf of Government of India. It allows investments in gold without worrying over its safekeeping, because like I said, it's not a physical code, is issued in the form of bonds. So you can without worry, you can keep it anywhere you can, in electronic form also, right? It carries a souvenir guarantee on payment of interest. That is very important, because right now we always, what we want to see, what is the importance, what is the guarantee, but whether our returns are coming or not. That is very important thing. So that is the and this is the only gold instrument which offers a fixed annual return. Now this is very important thing, and this is easy to store and easy to liquidate also. Okay, it assures quality, it is transparent to deal with it, and the returns are linked to the goal. Now, this is very important, because if you see uh, sorry, if you see that it is easy to store, that is very important thing. And the second thing is that the quality, and the quality is very transparent, because ultimately it is issued by the government, and again on behalf of government, it is issued by the RBI. So you rest assured about the quality, it is transparent to deal with it, and the links are always written to the gold prices. So that is again a greater benefit what you get. Now we come into the features of SGB sovereign gold bond. What is features of sovereign gold bond? So the eligibility, first we can calculate. The eligibility is that any residential Indian, including SUF, that is Hindu undivided family, individuals, trust, universities, and charitable institutions can invest in the sovereign gold bond. This is very important eligibility condition we need to understand. So any resident Indian entity, including Hindu undivided family, individuals, trust, universities, and charitable institutions can invest in this sovereign gold bond. Okay, this is the very first condition of eligibility. Second is KYC. What is KYC? So KYC is know your customer. So investors should be KYC compliant with mandatory PAN card. So those who are having PAN card, they only can apply. Those who don't have any PAN card, they can't apply. They first have to apply for the PAN card. They will get that PAN card, and then only they can go for this sovereign gold bond. And also they should be KYC compliant. So now it is all done in online only. So we can go to any site and camps or any site, and we can get it KYC certified also. The minimum investment is very important. Minimum investment is equivalent to 1 gram of gold. So like I said, when we go to jewelry, like in olden times, we used to go to jeweler and take only 1 gram of gold, whatever money we have in savings, we used to buy with that gold, right? So that's the same concept is here also. It is here also, minimum investment is equivalent to 1 gram of gold. Now, the maximum investment, the individuals and SUF, that is Hindu undivided families, they can invest a maximum of 4 kg worth of gold bonds in a financial year. The trust and other similar entities can invest up to 20 kg worth of gold bonds in a financial year. So it is very important. We need to understand is maximum of 4 kg is very important. Okay. Now this limit is periodically revised by the Government of India as and when it's coming and it's not coming. So it depends upon the gold import, export, everything that's related to that. It's a different concept. But as an investor, retail investor, what we need to look at is the maximum investment is the 4 kg. Okay. Now, this is a very important part. Interest rate. So this is guaranteed 2.5 per annum on the face value of the bond, and interest is paid semi-annually. Now, this is very important thing, because 2.5 we can say it is very less, but if you see, Indian is now a developing economy, and going over the times, if you see the rates, always a developed economy, when it's developing to develop economy, the rates will fall down, and it will also come into minus also. So at that time, if you see 2.5 rate positive per annum, it's worth of it. So that's the way you have to look it from the larger perspective. Okay, so you need to see, because some of the people may fall against that, saying that it's a very low interest which is given by the government and RBI. But if you look at the larger perspective, because they see, they are not in for short term. What they are expecting RBI and the government, that we need to invest in the long term in the gold, because right now if you see the condition of the gold imports, we are importing a lot of gold. To substitute that, to close that gap between the import and export, they are doing this kind of thing so that people can move to paperless document kind of thing, so that they can invest a lot easily, a lot transparent way, and the money which is going out of the cash reserves will be coming back to the government, and they can better invest in infrastructures and make a better economy too. Yeah, so that's the basic intentions of the government and the RBI. There is no other unintended intentions about that. Okay, now tenure. What is a tenure? See, the SGP has a tenure of 8 years. That is very important. Minimum 8 years you have to wait, but you can exit from the end of the fifth year, so it's no problem. I myself have, it has been, I think, 2 to 3 years I've been opting for SGP, and this is very good value investment which I've got, because to maintain in lockers and everything, it takes a lot of time. But this is very simple and paperless document. And also we have in fifth year we can exit if we want, or else you can exit in the 8 years. So there's nothing problem that your money is safe and your return is safe. There's no problem. There's a sovereign guarantee like life insurance corporations insurance, right? That's very important thing. Now, the exit option can be exercised on the day the interest is payable. Now, this is very important tenure in the tenure part. The tenure, what is the exit option? So when you want to exit, it can be only exercised on the day of interest payable. So they will be allocating the interest days where the interest is payable. So that time only your exit option will be exercised. So till that time, you can give the request. It will in the process state, and as and when the rate of interest date will be declared, you will be getting that. Okay. Now, redemption. This is very again important feature. Redemption price of the SGP is equal to the simple average of the closing price of the 999 purity gold of the previous 3 business days to the date of redemption. Now, what I mean by that, see, the redemption price will be simple average of the closing price of 999 purity of the gold. We have heard of 24 carat. It's not carat. We are looking at the purity of the gold. So 999 purity of the gold, the closing price of that gold which is exchanged in the markets. So the closing price will be the average of that, and previous 3 business days, not 1 day or 2 days, it's 3 business days, which is the average of that, and that will be the redemption price of your LGB bond. Okay, and it will be published by the Indian Bullion Jewelers Association. That limit is used for that, so no worries about it. And so see, the transparent is that way also. So we need to see. So that is also a good thing. Now, why should you invest in the sovereign gold bond? The first is safety, returns, and liquidity. Third point is very important: safety, returns, and liquidity. The way I look at any investment, since I am a financial freedom specialist, I will give you my introduction at the end. The way I look any investment as in the 3 perspectives: safety, returns, and liquidity. Now, if you are a higher risk taker, you can go for it. You can go for higher risk instrument tools. But whenever I look for the medium risk or a small risk, so I look at the safety purposes very first, returns, and liquidity. This is all evolving that way. The percentage may increase and decrease based upon the individual requirement and lifestyle. Okay, now what is safety? So when we talk about the safety, the very first I told, issued by the GOI, Government of India, the very first point. Second point is assure purity and safety, since it is issued by the Government of India on behalf of, issued by the RBI on behalf of the Government of India. So the purity and safety, you don't need to worry. Easy to store and liquidate. Easy to store. There's online. There's nothing like that. You will get a document in email. Like I am getting that, and then you can very well do that. If reimbursement or redeem, you can get it liquidate. Or else you don't need to provide a document. Also, you can provide a number. You will get a number, the unique number, the unique identification number, and that you can provide to the bank or anyone who would want to redeem. Now second part is a return. Sorry. Returns are, like I said, assured 2.5% annum interest on the face value of the bond. So like I said, when the India is moving from a developing to developed economy, that time the interest will be coming down and will be going minus also. You can see that, for example, Japan is asking people, if people wants to invest money in the FDs, the people have to pay money for the bank, not the bank will pay the money. So is that condition, and they have a negative interest rate. So that will come because when a country is moving to developing to developed economy, it will take time, but it's already in the process of India is already in the process of that. So if you see from that perspective, this rate of interest is a very good return on this particular instrument, wherein you need not to store, where you need not to liquidate, where you need not to do anything about the safety and security. Everything is there today. That's where we are talking about things. Now, liquidity, tradable on exchange, that is very important. Any exchange you can trade by, any BSC, NSE or PSC, can be used in a collateral for loans. That is very important. Again, a loan perspective, you are getting it at. And exit option available from the 5th of year. That is very important. Liquidity is so at least 5 years you need to stay with this particular investment tool, and then you can go for it. Now, why you should invest in sovereign gold bond? Again, now tax efficient is very important and cost effective also. This is another perspective I am bringing out to you, because I'm maybe speaking from the thinking about the tax perspective. That is okay. So from the tax perspective, there's no TDS on interest, but interest is taxable at applicable tax rates. So applicable slab rates are there. So you need to define yourself. You need to check out with your CA or your company's consultant, and you can have to check that which slab rate you're falling in, and that way the interest will be taxed. Capital gains is exempted, but if it held till the maturity, or else it will be taxed if redeemed early for only individuals, not for the HUF or other things. Okay. Induction benefits is provided to long-term capital gains arising to any person or transformer. Like I said, compounding effect is a very good thing, and it is actually in this pot. Cost effective, you can invest with a minimum of 1 gram, like as the equivalent of gold. 50 rupees per gram is discount is always given a nominal value when you are investing online or with digital payment. That is a very important thing. If you buy this SGB manually, you have to pay, you will not get any discount. But if you go to an online counter and digital payment, you will get. Every banks are offering, those banks are liable because it is issued by RBI on behalf of GOI. So RBI or all banks are coming under purview of RBI. So their banks have to give this product. Okay. So no storage cost. So there is no problem with that also. Now, some of them will be asking what the difference between the physical gold ETF, electronic exchange traded fund, and sovereign gold bond. What is the difference between that? So I would say I have listed only 3 points. It has been 7 points are there, but I have listed on 3 points. The main point is holding form. See, um when I look at this gold perspective as an instrument investment, the very first thing I always come that physical, where to store that so much gold, locker or in our bank, and how much have cases have rise because of that, how many families have fought against themselves because of that gold. So this was my first mindset in that holding form. So when you talk about SGB, the physical certificate or in the any online form. But physical gold, if you see physical gold, you have to physical maintain it. They can't be provided into electronic form or demat form. And gold ETF is a demat form. So there's a different main. So now the purity of gold, like I said, it is 999. Physical gold is no guarantee. We don't know from whom you are buying that gold, and the jeweler is giving you 24 hours to what he says to believe. So we have a relation in everything. Reliance. We have that need to give that character, but we never know what will come and what will not. Gold ETF is 0.995 or as high as the stated, so it will be stating at that. And locking period is very important. Now, here locking period is why it is given. Like I said, the government of India needs you to stay long in this particular investment because they don't need to exit immediately. So that is why you need to look at from this perspective from this instrument, because if you want to invest in this particular investment, so you need to look from a long term perspective, not from a short term perspective. So you first have to realize that if this instrument is only for the long term perspective, not for the short-term perspective. So that is very important. 8 years, 5 years mandatory. Why government has, like I told you, it's very important from their perspective also. You need to stay connected with this particular investment. Now again, I will be coming with the 10 advantages of investing in SGB bond, sovereign gold bond. It is a good alternate to holding physical gold, like I said. But what are the 10 other benefits, 9 other benefits? Like I said, there is no need for demat account. So there is no need for demat account. You need to open, say, demat account with share broker. No, it's no need of that. No TDS. That is very important. Like I said, if you stay till the end, till the term of 8 years, you will not get any TDS. But then again, if you redeem, it will be applicable to slab rate. Bond can be gifted or transferred, like we can gift as a to your individual, to a wife, husband, or children, or grandfather, fathers, anything. It can be used as collateral. That is very important. Like we have our house and everything, we are giving life insurance policy. Also, we are giving as a collateral for home loan or loans. We can also give this bond as a collateral. 50 rupees per gram discount is given when you are investing to online platforms. Okay. Bond tenure is 8 years, like I said. Investment can be done up to 20,000 by cash. So if you're paying by cash, like if you're going to bank and paying the cash, so it will be only 20,000. Above that, you need to pay by online. Induction benefit available, like I said, but if the investor transfers the bond before the maturity. And like I said, it can be traded in the secondary market. And this is a very important point. It can be traded in the secondary market 2 weeks from the issuance date. So like I said, August 5th was the issuance date. There's been 3 days. Now you, after 2 weeks, you can be trading that in the secondary market. That is a very important point, because lot of the gold now we are buying a physical gold. What you will do? You can't invest. You can't trade in the secondary market, right? So automatically the value goes down, right? So it is very important thing. You need to find out what is important, what is not. So my only aim for creating this video at such an urgent space is that just to make you aware what are the benefits of this particular investment, and how you can take a lot of benefits from this instrument, because this is a very good instrument in terms of gold. And since we as Indians, we have preferred a love for gold, so this is a perfect instrument for us, like us, in the digital kind of situation. So my introduction, I will just give you. My name is Mahesh Kathiravan. I am your financial freedom specialist, father of 2 lovely goldfish, sales executive turned banker, 10 life insurance consultant, founder of MBK Financials as financial freedom specialist. My mission is to help 1 lakh people to achieve a financially happy life. So this is what I wanted to tell you, and this is very important video. If you, the viewers who are not watching the record, who are not in the live, they can go and watch the recordings and just share your comments, so that I can come to know what you think about the instrument, whether it's good for you or whether it's good for. No problem with that, because it depends upon the taste of the individual, the different lifestyle, the expectations of the individuals. I as an investor invested in that. So that is why, like I told, I always follow the learn, implement, and teach formula. That is golden triangle, which what my mentor told. So I learned from my mentors what I learned from the markets. I implement in all my own investments. I've seen the results of this SGB. Still I am holding. It has been only 2 to 3 years I've been holding that, but still I am holding. And very well I know it is will be giving a good returns in the end of the redemption year also. So thank you so much, and hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you really enjoyed and you think that this video has added value to your life, so please kindly share to your friends and family. Kindly subscribe and like this channel. There will be a small bell icon, so that you can get all the updates of this YouTube channel. So I will keep posting regularly some videos, so that your investment knowledge will be getting gained, and the personal finance will be made simpler for you to get invested and achieve financial freedom. Because my ultimate aim is that each one of you should achieve financial freedom like I did, and that's my ultimate aim as well. So thank you so much once again. God bless you. Stay safe. Stay at home. If possible, just go out if you want to, but stay at home. Don't forget, if you want any doubts regarding this SGB bond, you can just contact me on my email ID, or just drop a comment on my YouTube channel. I will get back to you. You can just share your email ID or mobile number. I will just contact you, and we will get again discuss whatever doubts you can have. I can just clear this, clarify also. Okay. So thank you so much, and we will meet again for the next video.